Hey there, folks. Linda here, back with more Farming Heroes. Today we're taking on Eliminate Hero battles, specifically Seiros and Claude. I almost forgot what we were dealing with. Yeah, we're dealing with Seiros, and boy, this was such an annoying map to do this with. Genealogy of the Holy War of all things, and Thracia, of course. I mean, same game, right? Pretty much, they lump it all together. But yeah, we're using Brave Self, base kit really, so he's got Soul and in a solo, but that's about it. Where it gets interesting is, of course, my Nana here, +1, here's her build. I use her here and there, and I'm more than happy to use her here too. Next, we've got Self, resplendent, nice and fun. He's got his own video if you want to see him in action. You can look around, probably find it there. He honestly doesn't do too much here, so you probably want to see more of him. If you do, you would go there. And, well, Julia has her own video as well, but she actually does a lot here. And I'm personally glad because I don't use her very much. Unlike most of my other Resplendents in like AA and such. I'm tempted to do this. And I apologize for the people who hate support animations. But Nana also doesn't do much fighting, so let me have this. But yeah, I was doing this, and like I said, it was a bit of a headache. The most difficult part was keeping this Self alive, actually. There's a certain point where he has to deal with a red mage and a bow cavalier. And when doing so, it was pretty hard to figure out who to take out because the other would somehow take him out. Which would always end up surprising me. I think it was either a combination of two units and then either of the ones I mentioned, or they just managed to one-shot him outright somehow. But the cells would switch sides every now and then in each of those attempts as well, so took a bit of trial and error, but I got through it. I also got some help from some friends. I mostly got laughed at though as I failed though, so you know, friends. Honestly, had a great time though. So I can't complain, I think. I will say I did use Leaf for the Infernal, and I would have liked to keep using him for this Abyssal. But I ended up switching him out for Brave Self preemptively. I didn't even give him a chance. He was the one who did the least out of the entire team, so I swapped him out. And also, come on, like, out of everyone here, he's like the worst somehow. I say somehow, but man, that light brand. Oh, there's a light at the end of the tunnel, and boy, he hasn't gotten there yet. Yeah, maybe if I give him one of those arcane weapons, huh?
As ordered.
Oh, this way?
Of course. Like my father.
Where ought I go?
Here, Self there. Honestly, could have killed Julia, but I kind of just do whatever without paying attention sometimes. What are things I can talk about though? Not sure. I guess we can talk about, like, I talk about Fire Emblem Engage, but I've already talked out of that. I've talked about enough of it as is. I've said my piece. It looks cool, looks fun. I don't really like Alir's design because it really looks a little too much. And it's too bright to me. Alright, we're supposed to get aggressive now. Nano time!
Are you not cold?
But yeah, looking forward to that game. Although I heard that there's
Be cautious.
quite a bit of issues going on, and it's not just about Alir. And there's hair specifically, which is like my main issue with Alir's design, but that's about it. I can bear with the white, but it's like Yu-Gi-Oh! In like the worst way, where they don't make the two or multicolored hair work or look cool.
As ordered. I shall protect all.
I'm not sure what the issue is with it. I think it's the art style. I remember when I was also
Let's
talking
get
to
going
like,
then.
and there was a discussion going on that people had issues with the art style,
Oh, this way?
which I get. It's not like I'm ever
have
been
your back.
immune to Fire Emblem games' art style, but I think the only time I ever had an issue with it was, I believe it was just Three Houses, and namely like not even the. It was the art style of, because it was the same one as the Persona, whoever the Persona
cautious.
artist was.
Together.
I believe was the person who did the Three Houses art,
We
right?
go
For like the
together.
portraits anyway. Like I already know the person who did Legendary
I
Dimitri
am ready.
is the person who drew him
Are you hurt?
for Heroes. And of course was the one responsible for like the cover art. The really cool cover art. Oh my, that's a lot of damage.
Yeah.
We definitely wanted her to be solo. She'll be fine though. Yep, she'll be totally fine. That's what Nana is here for.
Of course.
Ugh.
Oh, this way? Are you hurt?
Ooh! You really don't see the special art for healers much now, do you?
Be cautious.
Probably just because you don't really go for the animations for healers, though.
Found power.
Oh man, this one went on for a bit. Jeez, nearly 8 minutes. Well, it's about to go to 8 minutes. Man, never thought I'd get as much value out of Naga Tone Refine. But I'm glad that it was the right decision. Alright, now we move on to Claude, who honestly was a lot more difficult to figure out. Actually, it was easier, but remembering was the tricky part.